In today's video, we will cover the employer identification number. So in order to obtain your EIN number, it is free of charge. It's not something that you have to pay for. I do recommend before completing this process that you're on a desktop computer or a laptop computer. I don't recommend completing this EIN application from your smartphone.
Hey friend, it's Member LLC, your tax strategist with iTax Solutions. Today, I'm going to be sharing some valuable information with you. If you haven't already joined our amazing community, be sure to hit the subscribe button. You definitely don't want to miss what's ahead. Let's go.
Okay, so in order to obtain your EIN, you will go directly to the IRS website. Okay, so here you'll click on apply for an employer identification number online. Be sure that you complete this during the hours of operation. So if you want to get an EIN number, unfortunately, you cannot do that on the weekends or late at night. So I wanted to play this video briefly for you.
Here are a few tips for small businesses, trusts, estates, charities, and others about the Employer Identification Number, or EIN. The EIN serves as a tax ID number for businesses and organizations. First, only the IRS can issue an EIN, and it's a free service. Second, you can visit irs.gov/EIN, answer a few questions, and get your EIN immediately online. Third, know who will be the responsible party on the application. Generally, a responsible party is someone in control, and it must be an individual. You must provide the responsible party's Social Security number. Fourth, always keep your EIN information up to date. You need to report changes in responsible party to the IRS within 60 days using Form 8822B. Use the same form to report changes in address. Finally, your assigned EIN is yours for life. The number is never discontinued. If you close your business, write to the IRS to close your tax account. This is important and will help prevent identity theft. To learn more, visit irs.gov/EIN.
So that was just a brief little video that the IRS provides regarding EIN numbers. So step number 1 is determine your eligibility. You must apply for your EIN online. If your business is located in the United States or U.S. territories, the person applying must have a valid taxpayer identification number. So, and as an individual, that would be your Social Security number. If you don't have a Social Security number, you can use your ITIN number. You're limited to 1 EIN per responsible party per day. Okay, so the responsible party is the person who ultimately owns or controls the entity or who exercises ultimate effective control over the entity. Unless the applicant is a government entity, the responsible party must be an individual. 2, understand the online application. You must complete this application in one session and you can't save and return to it at a later time. So it's important at the end of this session, they're going to provide you with your actual EIN number and you can print that information out or you can save it to your computer. Now, what I highly recommend is that you do both, okay? Actually, I'm gonna do 3 things once this is complete. I'm going to save a copy as a PDF on my desktop. I'm also gonna print a copy out, and I'm also going to take a picture with my smartphone, okay? And I like to save those kind of things to my favorites in my phone, just in case I'm out taking care of business and I need to access my EIN number and I'm not able to get on my laptop or something like that. I'll always like to have that information on hand, right? So we're gonna go ahead and complete the application. It'll take about 15 minutes. So in order to complete this application, you must have your articles of organization if you formed an LLC from your Secretary of State, okay? Now, this is if you have an LLC. Now, if you are a sole proprietor, maybe you are an Uber driver, right? And you want an EIN number so that you can utilize that, or maybe you clean houses as a side hustle, right? Maybe you don't have an official business name or business entity or business bank account, then you would be a sole proprietor. So Here is the EIN Assistant. It basically walks you through the steps in order to obtain your EIN, okay? So here it says you must complete this application in one session, as you cannot save and return to it at a later time. For security purposes, your session will expire after 15 minutes of inactivity and you'll need to start over. You'll receive your EIN immediately upon verification, okay? Here it says, when will I be able to use my EIN? Your EIN is your permanent number and can be used immediately for most of your business needs, including opening a bank account, applying for business licenses, filing a tax return by mail. However, it will take up to 2 weeks before your EIN becomes part of the IRS's permanent records. You must wait until this occurs before you can file an electronic tax return, make an electronic payment, pass an IRS taxpayer identification number matching program. Okay. If you wish to receive your confirmation letter online, we strongly recommend that you install Adobe Reader before beginning the application if it's not already installed, which I think most people have that. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And I created the LLC, so I'm going to select the LLC option. Now, you can actually get an EIN number if you're a sole proprietor, partnership, corporation, LLC, estate, trust, or any additional tax exempt and government organizations, okay? So maybe if you're creating a nonprofit, then you would select this option, okay? So for this purpose, we're needing an EIN for an LLC. So it says, I've chosen a limited liability company. What is it? An LLC is a structure allowed by state statute. An LLC is formed by filing articles of organization with the state's Secretary of State office. An LLC must be unique in its state. There can be no more than one active LLC with the same name in the same state. That is why when you are contacting your Secretary of State, you do the name search availability. You use that tool to make sure the name is not already taken in your state. For federal tax purposes, an LLC may be treated as a partnership or a corporation or be disregarded as an entity separate from its owner. An LLC can have 2 or more members or 1 member. An LLC can have an unlimited number of members. An LLC's members may include individuals, corporations, other LLCs, or foreign entities. What it is not. LLCs are not incorporated and do not file articles of incorporation. So remember, if you have an LLC, you have articles of organization, okay? So I created this for my daughter. We're in the state of Texas. It's 1 member. I'm sorry. So it's 1 member. So let me go over that really quick. So the word member has several definitions: an individual who belongs to an organization, association, firm, partnership, company, or corporation, one of the persons who compose a social group. The owners of an LLC are called members and are similar in some respects to shareholders of a corporation. A member may be a natural person, a corporation, a partnership, or another legal association or entity. Okay, how many members are in the LLC? It's just her. Again, we're in the state of Texas. Okay, single member LLC. Since you're a single member LLC, you will be initially classified as a disregarded entity for the purposes of filing a tax return. If the only member of the LLC is an individual, the LLC income and expenses are reported on Form 1040, Schedule C, E, or F. If the only member of the LLC is not an individual, the LLC income and expenses are reported to the owner member's tax return. If you do not wish to accept the default classification of the disregarded entity, you can file Form 8832, file Form 2553, single member LLC. I'm sorry, I cannot talk. Single member LLCs may not file a partnership return. So if you're the only person on the LLC, it's a single member. Okay, why is the LLC requesting an EIN? Choose one reason that best describes why you are applying for an EIN. Well, we started a new business. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and enter this information and pause for just a moment. So next, you'll enter, it says, where's the LLC physically located? So be sure to put the physical address if you have a storefront location or a brick and mortar location for your business, or if you're using a virtual office, be sure to put your virtual office address here, okay? And if you want all your mail to be sent, maybe this is your virtual office address, okay? So I'm gonna put in my virtual office address. And what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna have the documents mailed to my home, just so everything comes to my house. So if you wanna do that, then you can just put in a separate address, okay? So let me pause and enter this information. Okay, so I completed the address and I entered the business name. So here it says, tell us about the LLC. It must match the articles of organization. So the Secretary of State or your LLC documents, make sure that it matches, okay? And you cannot add LLC to the end of this while you're doing this. So just make sure you have your business name, okay? So because my virtual address is in Cedar Hill, Texas, it actually just kind of shows up the county that it's located, Dallas County. We're in the state of Texas. So I followed this LLC in the state of Texas. So selected Texas. The LLC start date was July 2022. Before continuing, please review the information above for typographical errors, okay? So all of this is accurate, so let me go ahead and select continue. So it asks for more details about the LLC. First question, does your business own a highway motor vehicle with a taxable gross weight of 55,000 pounds or more? No. Be sure to answer these questions according to the business entity or the type of business that you are starting, okay? Does your business involve gambling or wagering? No, it does not. Does your business need to file Form 720, quarterly federal excise tax return? No. Does your business sell or manufacture alcohol, tobacco, or firearms? No. Do you have or do you expect to have any employees who will receive W-2 forms W-2 in the next 12 months? No. Okay. So we'll select continue. What does your business or organization do? Choose one category that best describes your business. Click the underlined links for additional information, for additional examples for each category. So you'll just select whatever category fits your business best. We have accommodations, construction, finance, food service, healthcare, insurance, manufacturing, real estate, rental and leasing, retail, social assistance, transportation, warehousing, wholesale. Okay, so let's see, for this particular business, we are going to select we'll select retail. Yeah. Okay. You've chosen retail. Please choose one of the following. Okay, so we're going to be selling goods exclusively over the internet. Okay, so I'm going to continue with this step. So this is the final step. So once you select continue, you'll see this page. Okay, so you have two options to receive the letter online, which means that you can go ahead and open this. Once you select that option, when you press continue, then the actual EIN letter will be there, or you can receive it by mail. I highly recommend that you go ahead and get this information online, okay? So if you select online, they will not mail you one as well, okay? So just make sure that you are clear on that. So that actually completes applying for a new EIN. If you have any questions, let me know.
If you found today's video helpful, make sure you give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe for more valuable information. Be sure to stay connected with us on social media for the latest tax updates and exclusive content. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button.